Right, so it is Thursday, the 30th of April. So we are talking today about how this question's come up a lot and it comes up time and time again. And today I wanted to touch on this because um, it's come up recently and it will come up in the future, in the summer, in the winter, in the spring, you name it. And that's I'm busy, how little can I get away with doing? And in short, less than you think. Less than you think. The reason for that is that if you're asking that question, that would suggest you've already done something already. You might be doing Fruity Fit already, and you might have already been doing 3 sessions a week, 2 sessions a week, whatever. Now you're busier and you might not be able to get to that many sessions. Maybe do a bit from home as well. Maybe you're doing 5 a week, 4 a week, whatever. Double sessions. Now you can't. The cool thing about this is that what you've built already will hold you in good stead to keeping results and getting more results. So, in short, it's easier to maintain than it is to gain. It's easier to maintain than it is to gain. For example, years of me doing natural bodybuilding, training 2 hours in the gym for bodybuilding, that's quite extreme, and then football as well. When I was at university, you thought you were busy, and you were like, you realize now I had like 3 hours a day to train. Anyway, back when, not quite 3 hours a day, but back when that work I did then means I can maintain probably about 50, 60% of the results doing probably about 10% of what I did then. And my point here is that if you did 4 sessions a week, 3 sessions a week, whatever, to get to X, to maintain X, you could probably get away with doing less. And the cool thing is when you're ready to step it back up again, guess what? You'll get it back. You'll get it back stronger. You'll get it back quicker. It's not you're starting from scratch. A bit like my knee, I'm realizing right now doing my rehab where I'm at 6 months post injury, 3 months post surgery. The muscle is coming back at a rate that I'm actually quite surprised. Yes, it's still a lot smaller than my other leg. However, like I'm seeing it tense again, move again. I'm closing in on a single leg squat from a sofa with the bad quote. I need to stop calling it a bad leg, don't I? With the other leg, with the improving leg, with the leg with lots to improve. I'm slowly improving there. And my point here is it's coming back quicker. Now, you can get away with doing a lot less and still getting results. The worst thing you can do is to stop and do nothing because you're busy. That would be the worst thing to do because you're going to be untrained in that area. And I'll give you an example of this. I went through doing loads of pull ups, lots of pull ups, probably about 2, 3 years ago. Stopped doing it. And then I've gone back to it again. And it's taken me a few months, don't get me wrong, with this injury. It's meant that I've prioritized pull ups, but I'm back to where I was then already. And now it took me years to get there. I'm back in a few months, having not done it for a while, and then I've just done it again for 3 months. And I'm back to pretty much where I was before in terms of how many pull ups I can do, etc. It just shows how you can get it back. Now, how can we support you with this? How can we help you with this? How can we get you better results with this? You've got from home. And you might be thinking, oh, not as motivated from home. Something is better than nothing. You got the benchmark option. Ski sit, squat against the wall, 2 minutes. Go for as long as you can. If you do 1 minute, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever, you got a benchmark. Break, go again. How many times did you stop in that 2 minutes? Push ups, 2 minutes on the clock, as many push ups as you can. Get that stimulus. There's no excuse here to overthink it. 2 minutes, as many as I can. Boom, done. Triceps, shoulders, core, plank. Hold 2 minutes. If you stop 5 times, 10 times, whatever, doesn't matter. Track how many times you stop. And finally, squats. How many squats can you do in 2 minutes? Got dodgy knees, do hip thrusts. How many hip thrusts can you do in 2 minutes? That's as simple as it can get sometimes. And like I say, with a 1 minute workout, if you do a minute workout, if you do 1 minute of that 5 times a day, it's an extra 35 minutes a week. You might go, oh, I normally get to 3, I can only get to 2 sessions now. Do a minute workout 5 times a day over the week. You've actually done more than you were doing before. It's amazing when you add it up and you think like that. And actually, guess what? When you do a minute workout, you give your all. Something I'm doing at the moment is single leg squats. So I do single leg squats on the quote unquote good leg, and I do single leg. I can't quite do a single leg, so I stagger my stance. So single leg, but with one foot in front of the other. So my improving leg is closer to me, so it does more of the work, as many as I can do in a minute. And I just do that a few times a day. And it's getting better, it's improving. And don't underestimate the power of that. So, if you want to make this a bit more like, if you're more curious around this as well, something I'd say is test it. Like sometimes test it. Go, you know what? Let's see if I do 2 a week, 3 a week, whatever. Do I get any different results? Do I actually, because this is an interesting observation, do I actually end up eating better? Maybe. Do you end up sleeping better, having more energy, less stressed, less rushed? You might even get a benefit from it. And there's going to be stages in your life where you're always going to need a bit of downtime, stuff comes up. And knowing this, I hope, will help you stay on track a little bit, even through family, life, whatever life throws at you, to know that there are always options, whether that's from home. Like tomorrow morning, we got back to basics, 8 a.m., 15-minute workout you can do from home, done. You can do it on replay. We've got 6:30 live, 7:15 live, half an hour sessions. We then got 11 a.m., no floor, 12:15 circuit style. You could do on replay. Make it fit your lifestyle. That's the key part. You can come into the studio if you've got that time, focus on what you can do. So that is a wrap for today. I hope that helps. Any questions, as always, do let me know, and I'll see you later. If you're struggling with anything, reach out to me, coach. That's why we're here, and I'll see you later.